This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
It's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. Hey, tomorrow, it's here. 99X free day out, part of the big summer out. Jen Blossoms for free? Hell yeah. Also the Josh Joplin Group and Major, which features Holden Fincher, who is now in Marvelous 3. That'll be live tomorrow, the 14th, Northside Cherokee Amphitheater, downtown Woodstock. It's completely free. Check out more info in the 99X Freeloader app.
All right, Barnes, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I did a little, it wasn't a speech, but I was interviewed in front of this branding marketing company. You know, they wanted me to talk about, you know, the ups and downs of a career. And it was great, by the way, because I was really honest about everything, about, you know, you have to embrace your failures. But one of the employees asked me a question during the Q&A part, and I wanted to ask you, what is a mind shift that changed your life? Ooh. And it could be in business or it could be personal.
Fram.
A mind shift that changed your life. And I had an answer immediately when they asked, but I was thinking, what would Barnes say about that?
Is this a Femco, Leslie's new company? Is this a Femco production right now?
No. Literally, though, I think it could pertain to anyone just in life. It could be personal, again, like I said, and relationships, or how you navigate your business life.
Well, I think number one, we should open it up to people, too, listening. 470, because we can maybe learn something. 741-4999. If you have one, what was the question? A mind shift that changed?
Yes, what is a mind shift that changed your life?
I can't, the one that's just coming to my mind first is that I can't remember who told me this, but I really focused on it, and it was write your own ending. So it was like, don't just wait for something to happen. Like, you're not going to cut from A to Z. It's not about cutting the line, but work backwards. So with a goal in mind, whatever it is, and I still practice this today, work backwards from that and visualize the milestones you need to hit to get to it, and it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's brilliant. And I use that, by the way. I tell people that all the time. And also, take the first step. Like, don't wait for somebody.
It's not going to do itself.
No, you have to,
Well, what was yours? The person asked you,
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Do you remember Power 99 before 99X?
I never heard it because I wasn't here, but I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a top 40 radio station. The general manager at the time, who's no longer with us, rest in peace, Bill Phippen, gave me a piece of advice that really changed the trajectory of me as like a program director and in business. It very simple. Work off of people's strengths.
Wow.
And boy, did that change. Because you can't change people. If somebody's really good in one area, focus on that and lean into that. So it was work off people's strengths.
So what do you do for me to work on me? What when you work me?
Yeah, I mean, your strength. I mean, you're super organized.
So you work on that?
You're brilliant at tech. I don't really need to work on you at all.
Fram, you're such a good manager. You're okay. People are calling in. I want to learn something from this segment. Hey, Morning X. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Heidi.
Heidi, what's a mind shift that changed your life?
So one time at work, we were doing an activity about making choices, and there were 3 circles that they presented to us, and one circle was the things that we can change, one circle was the things that we can kind of change if we did certain things, and then the other circle was things that we had no control over that we couldn't change. And ever since I did that activity at work that day, my mindset has changed, because if I put it in the category of things that I cannot change, then it is what it is, and I hope for the best, and I just stop worrying over it.
That's great advice.
That's interesting. That's a really good one. I've never heard that before. So when you get presented some situation, you picture those 3 rings?
Usually I do.
And you dump it into one of them?
Dump it into one of them. If it's something that I can change, then I try to change it. If it's something that maybe needs to be tweaked a little bit in order to change, or maybe I don't really want to change it, but
That's
I kind of do. Put that in there, and then if I have no control over it, I can't change it, then I usually just don't dwell on it and let it play out how it's supposed to.
That's great.
Some people can't do that. I can definitely turn it off. Like if I see something and it's like I can't change it, it's not my problem, I can just totally flip a switch. That's good stuff. Thank you very much.
That was great.
Well, thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day. We appreciate you listening.
That was really good.
To us.
Hey, Morning X, who's this?
Hey, this is Allison.
Okay, Allison, what is a mind shift that changed your life?
So I kind of made up the little saying myself, get curious before you get critical.
Meaning don't react too quickly in a negative tone or a negative way before you really understand it?
Yes, and just instead of assuming the worst, and just it's easy to jump to like the negative about what somebody said or done, like get curious, maybe ask more questions so you can figure out there's probably a reason, especially if it was something negative that they were doing. Not to use it as an excuse, but more of like there's always an explanation, I feel like, and then that helps you better in communication and just relationships in general.
Leslie, do you do that? I've tried to work on that because I will react. If you send me something that like tweaks me, I've tried not to react. Like I put the maximum Google Gmail thing that doesn't send it right away so you can stop.
No, what I try to do is I totally believe in what Allison is saying. There's so many people, you go to them with an idea and they're like, oh, that can't be done, or oh, no.
Right.
Instead of like sitting back, thinking it through. Allison, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. We'll see you later. You can
Barnes,
say...
Barnes, you do need to work on that, by the way.
No, totally. Because my reaction, because I like have so little time that when somebody hits me with something, I go, but then I come back and go, well, maybe. Yeah, just take a second and think about it. Hey, Morning X, good morning. Who is this?
This is Andy Brown.
Hey, Andy, are you calling us on a fax machine?
I am on a fax machine, yes.
Okay, good.
I'm calling you from 1982.
Perfect. So what is a mind shift that changed your life?
So I guess it was in 2016. I had some pretty traumatic stuff happened, and we don't want to go into what right now, but so it was difficult, and I found some things that I didn't really participate or really care about before. Like I had a spiritual awakening, if you will. And so what I gained from that was sometimes when things are really, really difficult and you hold on to hope and faith or find those things in some other realm, when bad things happen, sometimes there's a good reason for those. And if we come out of those clean and kind of take those in and say, well, I'm going to get through this, and I had a support system and all this stuff. And so I guess it made me a better person. And I guess that's the point of like sometimes in life, when there's no hope and you say yourself.
So have faith.
Have faith. And I don't want to get all, I wouldn't call myself religious, but very spiritual. A couple of miracles did happen to me physically and mentally. And, so I'm kind of meandering, but what I'm saying is that the mindset changed and it became more positive and more outgoing and more taking it all in and acceptance of everything and everybody. And it really helped me become a better human being. What
you're saying there is what happens to a lot of people that I've seen with either a bad sickness or a brush with death or certain things in that realm that will cause people to reevaluate and look at not only things but also people in a completely different manner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of hearing you say, right? Similar?
You could check mark all those above and more. And one time, hopefully, I'm a big fan of both of y'all. Hopefully one day we're going to continue this conversation and we can go deeper. Some of it might be more private than what we're...
not the place, right.
No, I get it.
But no, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, trusting that things are going to get better.
It's all mindset. It is all mindset, how you take things.
Appreciate you listening to us. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. A lot of calls coming in. Let's get back to them in just a few minutes. Take a break. Be back. 470-741-4999 if you want to chime in. What's a mind shift that changed your life? This is the original. This is 99X.
Former U.S. Navy SEAL Sean Ryan captures real stories about sacrifice and strength.
We go into this hooch searching for Christ knows what.
Regardless if anybody else does it, will you do it?
There's a lot of things that are hurtful and disturbing.
Can't get anybody to talk about it.
Uncovering truth with the heroes who live to tell it.
There's a saying, there's no atheist in a foxhole.
That was the hardest part for you coming home.
What?
How'd you get through it?
I worked hard.
The Sean Ryan Show.
You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.